Hey, hey, what's up? What's up? How you doing, baby? You know who this is. I know you know me by now. I know you do. I know you do, girl. I know you do, boy. What's going on? I just had to holler. I had to jump on here and holler at you for a minute. You know, it's been a long time since we talked, you know what I mean? Where you been, man? I haven't seen you. I haven't seen your kids. I mean, where have you been? You know me, man. I've been doing my thing, you know, over here in California, spreading that love. I started one seed at a time. It's starting to go all around the world now. Well, look here, man. I got to ask you a question. I just want to ask you something real quick. I know it's been a minute since we didn't talk and since we didn't seen each other. So why don't you tell me, how have you been doing? Let's start there. How you been doing? Talk to me. Come on, Michelle. Tell me. How you been doing, girl? Talk to me, Bob. How you been doing? Oh, yeah? Really? Wow. That's good. That's good. That's good. Well, you know what? I got one more question I just got to ask before we get to this stuff here. I just got to do this, you know what I mean? You know this wouldn't be right if I didn't do it. You know this wouldn't be right if I didn't do it. You know it wouldn't be right. You know it wouldn't be right if I didn't say this. You know this, man. Tell me, man, how you been feeling? How have you been feeling? That's what I want to know. How you been feeling? Because, you know, they tell me that when I feel good, I simply do good. How you been feeling? That's right, baby. It's all about a feeling. Your whole life is all about a feeling. When you finally figure that out, man, we're gonna be going places. How you been feeling, guys? When you feel good, you flat out do good. That's right. You've got to protect that feeling. How's your health? How's your health? You making better choices? I hope so. Ain't none of us perfect. If you've been doing bad, come on, dust yourself off, and let's start right now doing a little bit better. Let's start right now doing a little bit better. It ain't never too late to start again. Don't let nobody tell you that. I don't care who they are. It ain't never too late to start again. Come on, come on, come on. Talk to me, guys. Talk to me. Let me feel you. Drop a 1 if you're feeling what we're talking about. This is the California kid showing you some of that California love. You know what I mean? Come get some. You can't run from love, man. You can't run from it. What up, Big D? I see you, man. Thanks, Dave Roberts. We appreciate you, man. Taking care of all of the people with the hotel rooms, man. Everybody, make sure you show the Deal Wrangler some love. Dave Roberts, appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. We love you, brother. All right, guys, listen, man. I want you to understand a couple things here. When you feel good, you do good, guys. You got to do everything in your power. You got to do everything in your power. You have to do everything in your power. Everything in your power. Before the lights shut off. Now look here. None of us know when the lights is going to shut off. Let me say that again. You have to do everything in your power before the lights shut off. And none of us know when the lights are going to shut off. You got to do everything in your power to protect your power. That's why I said, when you feel good, you do good. It doesn't matter who's laughing at you. It doesn't matter who's looking at you. You've got to find a way to make sure that you are feeling good. And I'm telling you, it's not going to be easy. The world we live in doesn't remind you that you should feel good. In fact, the world that we live in reminds you that you should feel sad. It reminds you that you should feel down. It reminds you that, you know what, you're average, you're normal. But you have to choose to feel good. You've got to choose, despite that backache, despite that, you know, whatever type of aches and pains you have. You've got to choose. You've got to choose to feel good. You've got to choose to find a way to be grateful and to feel good. You know, a lot of people think, oh, this is great motivation. I'm not a motivator. I'm just a coach giving you some great advice. When you feel good, you flat out do good. Guys, that's what it's all about. I'm telling you. And I'm always going to start every time we talk I'm always going to start with this. And sometimes I may do the whole call or the whole message just about this alone, because I want you to understand. You got to feel good, guys. You got to. You got to. When you feel good, you just do better. You just do good. It just, trust me, if I was a scientist, I'm sure there's a formula for this. I'm sure there's got to be some type of science behind this. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. No, my life is not perfect. My life is far from perfect. But every minute of my life, I am fighting. I'm fighting. Like I said, before the lights go out, baby, I'm fighting to preserve that power. I'm fighting to keep that smile. I'm fighting to keep that energy. I'm fighting to keep that love. I'm fighting to keep that abundance-based mentality. Abundance-based. Listen, we all fall down. We all go through things. We all grow through things. That's life, baby. That's just how it goes. Some people been on the treadmill for 2 minutes, and some people been on the treadmill for 2 decades. Treadmill being a metaphor, being an analogy. Some of us have, you've been on that treadmill for 2 decades, and some of us, we just got on that thing. So you can't compare yourself against someone else. You got to run your own race, baby. Come on, man, run your own race, baby. Play your own music. Come on, man, find your own beat. You got to, man. Come on. Look here, give me 30 seconds. I just got to feel this real quick. Sometimes, the Cali kids, sometimes I slow it down on them. They not ready when I slow it down on them. Nah, sometimes I got to. I just got to slow it down. All right, guys. Run your own race. That's right. That's right. Run your own race. Give me just a second here, guys. I got it on the freeway. A little traffic here. That's right. You can't run from it. You can't run from love. Y'all better get this song. This is by Joe. You can't run from love. That's right. I don't care who you think you are. You can't run from it. All right, guys, listen. Here's what I want to do, guys. I got something really special is burning in my soul that I felt I needed to come on here and show the world some love. If there's one thing that gets me fired up, as they say in the old days, it really chaps my hide. If there's one thing that really just really gets my blood boiling, if there's one thing that gets me fired up more than anything, I can't stand small-minded people. I just don't like it. Because it's demonic. What? It's demonic. It's not from God. Small-minded people. Small-minded principles. We're going to talk about that today. You saw the post. You tuned into the channel. We're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about total abundance. First of all, I want to send this out to every single leader in every network marketing company. I'm talking to you. That's you. That's you. That's right. I'm talking to every single leader in every network marketing company. Well, you know what? No. Hold on. Not just network marketing. I'm talking to every single leader involved in any company. Any company. Yeah, this one here is for you. Go ahead, get you some crackers, sit on down and listen in. You got to hear this one. You got to hear this one. I can't stand small-minded people. I can't. It really, it's very, very, it is. It's, for me, it's biblical. It's just, anything small is not from God. Anything small-minded, it just ain't from above. Anything that is small-minded, you're not on my team. No. We got to get that spirit out of you. Anything that's small-minded, we've got to get that spirit out of you. All right, Moss, give it to him. Let me give it to you. Let me give it to you guys. Let me tell you what I mean. If you think, let's talk to all the men out there. If you think you God's gift to the world, and you the finest man in the world, you the richest man in the world, you the handsomest one in the world, can't nobody kiss like you, can't nobody make money like you, can't nobody love like you, you need to think again. You need to think again. There you go again, thinking that it's just all about you. That's small mind. That ain't true. That ain't true. Now, I hate to bust your bubble, men. I hate to bust your bubble, men. In most cases, somebody kissed her before you ever did. Ha-ha. Did you forget about that? Did you forget about that? Somebody kissed her before you ever kissed her. See, I want you to see, stop thinking this. We about to, today on this post, we're going to kill that small-minded spirit. And we're going to embrace the abundance-based mentality. Now, ladies, hold on. I got to come down your aisle too. I got to come down your lane too. To all y'all ladies out there, I want you to know somebody definitely was hugging on him before you ever touched him. So you can't be getting all caught up in that small-minded thought process as well. Okay? Why am I starting here? Because I want to take it all the way back to the very beginning. I want to take it all the way back to the very beginning. The very beginning. I want to remind you. I want to remind you. I want to remind all of you. So let's fast forward. Let's fast forward here now. Here we go. You get involved in these network marketing companies, and I love network marketing. I feel I'm one of the biggest ambassadors of the profession of network marketing. It is beautiful. Network marketing is absolutely gorgeous. Everything about it, the ups, the downs, the tiers, the closed companies, the changing company, everything about it, the events, the people, it is gorgeous. I mean, it's just flat out beautiful. Network marketing. Now, but in anything that is gorgeous, anything that is beautiful, it's its imperfections. It's the imperfections which makes it so beautiful. It's the imperfections. It's the things that don't go so right that when you lump it all together, that's what makes such a beautiful painting. That's what makes such a beautiful painting. So when we look at network marketing, one of the things that I see happen a lot, and it's unfortunate, it's not right, is when we have leadership in companies, and sometimes it starts at the CEO, sometimes it does, but when we have leadership try and make our people feel that if they ever do another company, they're like doomed, or they're horrible people, or we try and make them feel that if they don't want to do our company anymore, we make them feel like they're a bad person. See, let me tell you something. That's a very small mentality. That really bothers me. It really does. It really bothers me. It really bothers me, once again, for you to make people feel that your company is the only company in the world that they can ever be successful in. That really bothers me. It makes me upset to make people feel that if they don't take your road, all of a sudden they're lost. If they don't join your team, there is no other team in the world they can win on. See, that's a very small-minded person. It's very small-minded. And we see this happen all the time. You know, I was talking to a friend of mine. I won't say her name on this post here, but I was talking to her, and she said, you know, it felt like I was in a marriage with this company, and I just couldn't get out of it. I thought about it, but I just felt like if I would leave, I felt like I would be getting a divorce, and no one would ever like me anymore. And that's a shame. That is such a shame. That is so horrible that people feel like that. That they feel like they can't entertain the thought or the idea of moving on to a different company that they believe that they can help more people with that product or that service. That's wrong. I tell people, listen, let me give you an abundance-based mentality to all you leaders out there. Listen, you know, when I rewind the tape, that's right. Listen, you got to hear this, man. You got this for you. This is for you. When I rewind the tape of life, stay with me. I'm a sharp young man. You got to keep up with my vocabulary. When I rewind the tape of life, the last time I checked, ma'am, sir, you did not create people. You don't own nobody. You didn't create none of us people. So the notion for you to start saying those are my people, who you talking to? Where you getting this from? Where did you come up with this idea that that's your team, that's your person, that's my man, that's my girl? Where did you get this from? Last time I checked, you didn't birth none of these kids. You didn't give birth to none of these people. And all of a sudden you want to take ownership? That's your person? He's yours, she's yours. Who told you this? Help me understand. What do you own? I'm listening. I can't hear you. Type it in if you want to. What do you own? Who do you own? You don't own none of these people. None of them. Listen, let me slow down. Let's rewind. Let me refresh your memory, young man. Whoever you are out there. Let me refresh your mind, young leader. Let me refresh your mind, ma'am, sir. Do you remember 1776? 1776. Let me say it again. Let's play a game here. Do you remember the year 1776? Oh, you don't remember? I remember it. 1776 was the day and the year when we got our freedom. You see, that's when we became a free people. 1776. You got to remember 1776. That's a historic day. So ever since then, slavery is over. It's done. We got our independence. You don't own nobody. You don't own anyone. So I want to help you. Not only did you not birth anyone, not only did you not create mankind, but you don't own anything. You don't own anything. You know what you own? You own you. You own your reputation. You own your energy. That's what you own. You don't own anything else. Anything. So here's what I would like. This is, I want you to watch this. We tell people that network marketing is a better way. We tell them it's not perfect, but we tell them it's better, right? And I'm huge with this. I raise my hand on that. Yes, I do. It is certainly better. But how do you make people feel it's better than if you're going to backstab them, if you're going to cut them down and talk bad about them, all because they want to leave your company or they want to leave your team? Wait a minute. I thought you told me this was better. I thought you said this was better. You told me this profession was better. But just because I want to leave and go to another team, or I want to leave and go to another company because I feel that I have a better chance of being successful in a better environment with a better product, all of a sudden you want to tell me that I'm a bastard child and I'm no good, and you know what, and you want to post all this stuff about a person? Ladies and gentlemen, that's very contradictory. Drop a 1 if you agree that that's very contradictory. Drop a 1 if you agree that that's very contradictory. Ladies and gentlemen, what I want to teach you today, guys, is instead of being small-minded, I want you to know that there's enough for us all. There is enough for us all. Listen, let me prove to you that there's enough for us all. Let me prove it to you. You know, in the world that we live in today, we have many different views about the church. We have many different views about the church. Some folks can't stand to say the word church. Some folks ain't never been in a church. Some folks divorce themselves from the church. We have many different views about the word church. But do you know, despite all the different views that we have about the church, do you know that the largest organization of mankind that has and that will ever be, it's larger than Facebook. It's larger than any social media group ever created. Did you know that it's the church? Did you know the very thing that people talk about, the very thing that has so many mixed reviews, is the largest organization of mankind, the church? So why do I tell you this? I tell you this for one reason. There truly is enough for us all. There's enough for us all. There's no need to be small-minded. There's no need to be small-minded. There's no need for it. There is no need to be small-minded. Abundance-based mentality. If that relationship didn't work out for you, always wish him or her the best. Always wish him or her the absolute best. Always. Don't ever tell somebody, if you don't join my team, you ain't gonna never be successful. If you leave my group, you ain't gonna make it. Don't ever say stuff like that. Because let me tell you something. Before you ever had a group, you was a part of another group. Before you ever had a group, you were a part of another group. Don't be small-minded. Be abundance-based. There is enough for us all. This world is huge. It's gigantic. Trust me when I say this, guys. It really, really gets me fired up, if you can't tell, when I find that people make other people feel like if you don't roll with me, you ain't gonna ever make it. You should never feel like that, ever. The God that we serve, he's huge. He's gigantic. He's huge. And so I just want you to understand, guys, stay away from small-minded people. Stay away from small-minded people. Only associate yourself with people that have an abundance-based mentality. Abundance-based mentality, it never makes you feel like it's too late. It's perfect time. Woo! Woo! You got to catch that. An abundance-based mentality will never make you feel like it's too late. Rather, it'll make you feel it's perfect time. It's the right time. You showed up just in the nick of time. See, when God created time, do you know that's the best? To me, in my opinion, I think that's the greatest gift of all, is when he gave us time. When he created time. When he created time. I think that's the greatest gift of all. When he gave you some time. And so what I want you to do is I want you today to take a moment to get rid of all of those negative, get rid of all that negative energy, all those negative feelings that you may have inside of you about whatever it is. Okay, so what? You made some mistakes in life. So what? Everybody has. All right, so what? You had some injustices happen to you. So what? Everybody has. All right, so what? You spilled the milk a few times deliberately. Everybody has. Forgive yourself, man. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Listen, I know I've made a lot of mistakes. And guess what? I'm going to make a whole lot more. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Now, what I want you to do, I want you to pick yourself up and I want you to look in the mirror. And I want you to say, I am abundance. I am abundance. I am abundance. Say it. It is my time. This is my moment. I am the one. Say it. Just say it. Start to say these words to yourself. I will lead and not follow. I will create and not destroy. Come on. See, these are empowering words. These are abundance-based words. These words fill you up. instead of taking you out. This is what you need to hear more. This is what you need to say more. Your past is over. Your future is to be determined. The moment is here right now, baby. And I'm the California kid letting you know that I love you and there ain't nothing you can do about it. Absolutely nothing. You know what? Listen, success is our birthright. Success is our birthright. That's right. Now, you got to earn it. You got to work for it. This is true. But success is for you. And it all starts with an abundance-based mentality. Come get some, baby. Come get some. Come get some. Can't run from love, baby. You can't run from it. You can't run from it. Tell him, Joe. You gotta get this Joe in your life. So maybe you know something I don't. There's no guarantees in love, baby. I won't can't run from love, man. You just can't run from it. You can't run from it. Look, man, I'm the Cali kid. I love y'all. I'm going to see you on the next one. I'll see you soon, guys.